What's up, guys? It's your boy TPP, and I'm back with that true crime talk, baby. Let's go. All right, before we go, though, you know what's up? Can you smash that like for me? And if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe for your boy. Help me get this channel growing, and help me help you get good content. You know what I mean? I ain't hitting you with all that flashy nonsense space filler stuff. I'm bringing you the content that matters. That's called the facts. And yeah, some of my opinions are speculations, but they're always based off of facts. Promise that. Anyways, guys, let's jump into it because we got we got some stuff to talk about. All right, topic for this video: the Idaho4 / Kohberger. Right? I didn't mean that way. All right, don't take it that way. But anyways, guys, more and more nonsense. Right? All right, let's just get into it. So I still see people talking about it could be the DoorDash guy. That's cap. Come on, guys. Really? No, that's not. No, not. He isn't that. Okay. And then some people are like, the DNA. There's no DNA from the victims anywhere. Yeah, I bet. The only place that DNA should be was on the clothing that he's wearing, and then if he had that car set up properly, right, and ready, there's so many different ways he could have kept DNA out of that car. So many ways. Jumpsuit, that he could have stripped off before he got in the car. He could have had a bag waiting to put that jumpsuit. Dude, there are so many ways. And then let's not forget, right? He had time to dispose of everything that he was wearing and the weapon, right? On that long trip he took all the way back home. All the way back home. Long ass trip. So you're telling me he didn't have time to dispose of that stuff, right? So leaving minimal DNA, right? And then we know he bleached the shit out of his car. He cleaned the shit out of his car, right? So we're talking somebody with straight up OCD, germaphobe type situation with this dude. You think that he ain't gonna cover every base possible? I mean, come on. Nobody's perfect, right? Obviously, we learned that by the night chief, but for their blood, their DNA not to be in his car, in his apartment, in his office, at the school, anywhere, it's not surprising. It's not. You know what I mean? You guys keep forgetting that this idiot, he's a trained idiot. You know what I mean? You think that the type of knowledge that he got in school, right? And then all the things that you would study in that realm, dude. And then think about how much most of us know, right? Most of us hardcore true crime people, think about how many documentaries and trials we've watched about serial killers. And you want to think that he didn't do the same thing on top of the knowledge that he had from school for all this stuff? Come on, man. It's not that hard to understand or believe, right? So touch on that, right? That's how I feel about that. I'm not surprised. And there's another thing. The defense keeps badgering the shit out of prosecution to get more evidence, right? More evidence, more of their evidence, more of their evidence. Who's to say some of that evidence that they still are holding on to isn't that evidence? We don't know. Once again, we only know 10%, maybe 5 to 10% of what law enforcement knows at any given time. And that includes up to the trial. You know what I mean? And even if defense gets a hold of this stuff, you think that they're going to let it out? Come on, man. Too many people believing in too many secret sources and too many leaked documents and information. And it's, come on, man. Come on. For real, we got to this point, right? Think about it. What it took to get this man in custody. He was in a whole nother state. You think they didn't have to jump through hoops and make sure they had everything crossed and dotted to do this? Come on, man. Tripping. Okay, and then what else? What else do I keep hearing about, dude? Oh, the DNA not being there, and then like the defense wanting to the evidence on how they got the DNA and challenging the way that they got the DNA evidence and matched him up to everything. Man, I'm telling you, dude, like everything we're seeing is clown show. Like from the people interjecting themselves in this case, from the people, speculating on these weird, crazy conspiracies, all of it, it's insane, man. It's insane. It's frustrating, honestly. And then, there's the whole he got set up thing, right? Like, okay, he got set up. So, well, where's the proof? Oh, the knife chief got planted. They planted it. Somehow, somebody got his knife teeth and they got some of his DNA and they put it in the buckle, the snap, whatever. And, they were able to plant that as they were murdering these poor souls. And then they left it there. And yeah. Come on, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? You seriously freaking believe that? Oh my God, dude. I've gotten a lot of inside information and stuff myself through this. Some very credible people telling me things that goes on there in Moscow. And, there's some more crazier conspiracies than just this is about like drugs and this and that. Bro, there's some conspiracies that go extremely deep. And the only way that this was a setup is if the craziest of conspiracies is true and the largest of players in the highest places set this up. But dude, it's a far stretch. It's a very far stretch. And I'm just not buying it yet. You know what I mean? I'm just not buying it yet. And I actually am waiting on one of my buddies to get his documentary together on his speculations on all this, because he's got some stuff, man, that made me go But I'm still not convinced though. I'm still not convinced because there's a lot of things that you could take and make it match to formulate your agenda. And I'm not saying that he's doing that. What I'm saying is he's come across information that kind of led him to believe a certain thing. And then with his knowledge of, I'll just say it'll be interesting once he does. And once he does, we're supposed to go panel. We're supposed to go live on it and, kick it back and forth and, see what people think. But anyways, so the whole, he got set up. I'm having a hard time buying that one. All right. And let's see what else, right? The whole Pennsylvania thing, man. Like, okay, why would they have brought his parents into the freaking grand jury? Like, over a missing lady that was found murdered. Why? Bro, there's still a lot to be said about that. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be more information that comes out on that. I feel like not only did he do this, I believe that it wasn't his first time. I truly do now. I truly do. You know what I mean? So, I don't think he was framed. I don't think this was his first time. I don't think this had anything to do with drugs. I mean, all the digital evidence we have right now show that he was stalking that house or those people in that house. If the rumors are true about the communications through social media, that shows that, it shows a lot, dude. It shows that, he had picked targets. So, I don't know, man. It's crazy. And then it's coming out. We get some more information. Kohberger's been arrested before. He was arrested on theft. Alleged theft, right? But he was arrested on theft, but you can't find it because he got put into a program, right? A program that'll basically help clean up his record and put him back on the straight path. So that's another little bit of information coming out that is just like, oh, wow. So, well, not only is he fucking crazy, apologize my French, not only is he crazy, not only does he have a drug addict past on some of the worst stuff possible that really messed your brain up for a long time, he's a thief. So you want me to believe that this ex-drug addict, crazy thief with visual snow isn't capable of pulling off a heinous crime when we've had serial killers that look well adjusted in society and are part of communities like churches and everything straight BTK? I mean, come on. So if an individual like that, right, or Gacy can come off as like these normal people and have normal lives, but yet be doing this heinous stuff, how you want me to buy the fact that Kohberger didn't do this? When we know that he's dealing with some mental issues, like he's ain't all there. He's got some different types of psychopathy. We can all speculate on what kind. I think he's a narcissist and a sociopath myself. But he's got that popping. He's got the ex drug addict, or maybe not ex, maybe he continued to do it. Who knows? But he was messing around with that H. And let me tell you, that stuff, man, that stuff will mess your brain up. It'll mess you up on a different level, you know? And then he's a thief. And then he somehow pulls it all together to get himself into the type of studies that he was doing and the type of master's program that he was in. Like, bro, do you understand what kind of compartmentalization that you have to be able to do in your brain? That's narcissistic level stuff. To be able to pull off all this schooling come on, man. This dude did it. I'm telling you, this guy did it. We're months deep, guys. We're months deep off into this case. There's so much crap being said, so many wild things being said, and most of it's been put out by content creators for clicks and views, and not just YouTube small time people. You know what I mean? When I say small time, that's anywhere from people with a couple hundred subscribers to people with 100K plus subscribers, and then even large places like News Nation or Law and Crime, right? They've all put out these things, and some of it's just been absolute garbage. With all that muddiness in the water, you gotta remember the facts. You gotta go back to the beginning and remember the facts. And the facts are it might be circumstantial, but I'm telling you, it's leading back to him. That's just where I'm at with him, man. I can't buy into this. He's innocent thing. He's framed. That hey, you know what? Like, seriously, how do you think that if there was anybody else involved, that law enforcement could keep that under wraps? How? And then, like, all the speculation with Kopaka, right, that he might have been involved in it. Like, do you think for a minute, if they had that information, that it wouldn't be in affidavits, that it wouldn't be and the prosecution's evidence that they've turned over? Like, do you think that would be able to be kept under lock and seal? Like, no, dude, no. Come on, guys. I know we all want like it to be this deeper thing, because that's, like, I don't know, morbidly interesting and entertaining to a lot of people, but that's not what it is. I'm telling you, dude, it's not what it is. We're talking about somebody that, for whatever reason, had a hard time coming up, has all the wrong mixes to become a serial killer, man. That's what it is. And, let's say, for instance, that he didn't intend on being a serial killer. Let's just say that, right? What made him snap? I truly believe he went through all this schooling and tried to apply, for the Washington Police Department, to do the analysis and stuff, and they rejected him. That could have been it. If he wasn't planning it the whole time, and that was part of his plan, was to get in there and then, like, cover things up or make it harder for them to figure out what he was doing, which that seems more plausible, honestly. I think that he had planned this from the jump. You know what I mean? At some point, he just planned that he was gonna take it out on society, and that he was gonna make sure that people knew who he was, because he was such a failure as a human being. I think that that's more plausible, that he was taking that route, and him not getting accepted into law enforcement to do that program. You know what I mean? To help them, find killers and solve crimes through all that. That probably just accelerated his snapping point, and he was like, all right, everything I worked for, my plans are not going right. I'm gonna go out in the biggest bang. I'm gonna do this in the biggest way. And what bigger than finding some super popular kids in a super popular part of a college town and pulling off one of the most heinous killings, to date, like in modern times, anyways, right? So I don't know, guys. And you know what else too? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna speak on this too. Is I'm frustrated. Like I've already expressed my frustration with some of the content creators on this, right, and the things that they do. But there's a couple, man, and there's at least one specific one across the pond that like is covering this case and doing it no justice, is literally buying into, and I don't even know if he really buys into it, but like he's putting out content that's clickbaity and catchy, and it just falls into line with the conspiracies every single time. Something that doesn't make sense gets posted as this fact, he jumps on it and rides it, like it makes videos about it. And that shit frustrates me because it's leading people astray that might not have the knowledge or the critical thinking to see through the bull, right? And then they'll have somebody foreign covering our cases and trials, right, and giving their opinions based on what? What are your opinions based off? You have no clue how our legal system works. You have no clue how our society over here works. You don't know all the little microcosms within our society, all the little subcultures, and you don't know. And then I've seen this person post a video saying, "Tell us the full story." Are you stupid, guy? Are you absolutely ignorant? Tell us the full story. So what? Tell who? You? You want Idaho, America, law enforcement to give you all the information and details so that you could report on it when this case hasn't even went to trial yet? Are you stupid? Are you stupid, mate? Are you stupid? I'm pretty sure you're stupid. Either that or you're extremely greedy and you're a virtue signaler, because like sometimes you be preaching like, oh, I'm not going to do this because I don't want to be affiliated with this. This looks bad. This, man, get out of here, dude. You're more clickbaity than anybody. Anyways, guys, most of y'all probably know who the hell I'm talking about too. This dude is irritating the shit out of me now. At first, I'd actually followed him, and then somewhere along the way, I think he started losing credibility, and then he's just doubled down on covering the nonsense part of most of these cases. Dude, get out of here. Get out of here. Go cover some stuff over in the UK. You know what I mean? There's so many countries over there across the pond. There's so much crazy stuff that goes down in the UK, in Spain, in Germany. Like, I got law enforcement, connections over in Germany. And I know for a fact there's a lot of stuff that goes on over there. Cover that stuff. Cover that stuff. Go tell those people your thoughts. Let's see how it works out for you. I don't like the fact that you got content creators that sit overseas and then they make just crap content on our cases and our trials. This is our community, man. You don't give two shits about our community. You're just trying to get your clicks and views and make your money. And it's irritating as shit. But anyways, guys, I digress on, taking anybody to task. That wasn't the point of this video. It's getting on my damn nerves, man. Absolutely getting on my damn nerves. And it's, I guess too, it bugs me is to see people like that literally manipulate so many people into like subscribing to their channel and watching their videos when they're literally putting out garbage. I mean, I could get up here, trust, dude. I like to entertain. I actually fancy myself a little bit of a comedian. I got comedian friends that told me I should have been doing stand-up and not messing with this YouTube stuff. And I can sit up here and I could entertain the hell out of you guys with some crazy conspiracies. I could lace together some fictional stuff along with these trials and cases to make you really just baffled. But it'd be entertaining, and I'd probably get a hell of a lot of clicks and views, and my channel would probably grow a lot faster than it does. But I have integrity, man. Honor, respect for the subscribers, respect for my country, respect for all the victims and these families. So I guess when I see stuff like that, it's just, man, it irritates the shit out of me. It irritates the shit out of me when it's Americans doing it, but it extremely irritates me when it's somebody from another country doing it. It's just, dude, stick to your own stuff. If you're gonna spit nonsense and crap, go cover, the Nicola Boy case, or all the other cases and the disappearances and all the deaths that are happening in the rivers over there. Like, dude, Yeah, I know about your guys' cases. Trust. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I don't put my nose that far deep in it. I just don't. You know what I mean? As soon as it gets too crazy, I backed off. Like the Nicola Bully case, man, that one I truly believe there's some stuff behind it. There's some stuff behind LE that they ain't letting out. But hey, that's what happens when you live in another country that ain't free like America. Is what it is. But I backed off of it when it started getting nuts. But I know why some of these people do this and they cover our cases too, is because they know that if they start covering the cases from their home country, they're gonna have law enforcement showing up at their house real quick if they get too deep and get too close to the truth. So you try to, I see what you're doing, and I don't like it. But anyways, guys, I gotta get off of that part. I gotta get off of that part. Um, I think that was everything though from this Idaho 4 thing that I wanted to cover. I just, man, guys, it's too much. I can't wait for this trial to get started. You know what I mean? I really can't. Um, yeah, I mean, because it's every time that Kohberger has a hearing, you know, for the gag order or this or that, or his defense team trying to beg the, you know, judge to make the prosecution hand over evidence. It's like it just fires up so much more speculation and so many more rumors and crazy conspiracies. And it's for nothing, man. Like all this crap's for nothing. Oh, it's just a waste of people's time. It is. It truly is. All these videos and this nonsense get put out. It is literally a waste of people's time. Whether it's a 5 minute, you know, clickbait video or it's a 30 minute, 1 hour conspiracy live, you know, where dudes are getting super chats and this and that off of it. It's a waste of people's time, a waste of people's money, a waste of people's damn brain cells is what it is too. But anyways, that's it for me on this one, guys. Obviously, I don't cover this on the daily because there's no point on covering this one on the daily. You can go back and look at my playlist on Idaho 4, and you can see the consistency on the way I'm covering this. And if you want to get a good idea from back when it started to this point, go back and watch my playlist. Go watch the oldest videos all the way up to the newest videos, and I promise you, you'll have a really good idea of what's really going on in this trial or this case, impending trial. I ain't gonna have you guys swimming through mud, trust. But yeah, I guess that's it for my Idaho 4 / Kohberger update / rant. And yeah, guys, you know what it is. Till next video, it's your boy, the Piscine Predator, aka TPP, baby. Much love, you all. I'm out. Peace.